getting through the combination and looking at the playbacks and not kind of cringing at myself.
That's always nice when you can look at
Yeah,
yourself and go, hey, I don't look terrible.
that's a big win.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our channel. So I have Marley here today. She is an excellent student of mine who's been studying the Sugar Plum Fairy with me. So Marley, how was this week for you?
This week was great. There were a lot of revelations, lots of things clicking. Um, I learned that I mean, I kind of knew this, but am very timid. And because of that, sometimes I tend to sink in a fondue because I'm waiting, because I'm trying to make sure it's perfect. And
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Like, okay, so I want to explain it because
Okay.
this week was World Ballet Day, and like there's lots of classes, and I love that, this is a thing that people get to watch company class, and you get to see people of all different ranks and all different companies, and they get to share in this community day to celebrate an art form that we both love, ballet. And in their plie combinations, they have these really, really slow plies. And although that is wonderful for what they do and what they're trying to produce, it doesn't necessarily help what we're trying to do. So we need quick and reactive plies, right? So it's not your fault. Don't worry about it.
Okay, makes me feel better. So yes, that was a big thing I learned this week and want to continue working on next week, kind of flipping my switch and just going for it, going faster, smaller plie and exploding.
Good. Yeah, I cannot wait till you feel the true power of your turnout as you're doing your pushing the heel through the releve. It's really cool. You had a very interesting week. It just like started off like any other week, and then you just flew through the material, like so much so that you are definitely ahead of schedule. We have like I literally have to create things to fix between now and your performance time. Tell me how you're feeling. Like, what is it like to go from basically barely being able to get through the first half on demi point to now like killing it?
Yeah, it is. It is a little surreal. I think I talked about that last week. But it feels great. I've been working really hard and it really all feels like it's clicking and oh, I'm really dancing. And there's these moments where I really feel like I'm one with the music and I'm on time and the movements feel light and I feel like the Sugar Plum Fairy and it's very magical.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm just like super impressed with the quality of your performance in general. Your face lights up now when you're performing, and then you have like this confidence in these spots where they used to make you nervous before, and now they just look effortless. And so I love it. I'm going to keep pushing it. What are some things that really stood out to you positively this week?
Positively. I think getting through the combination and looking at the playbacks and not kind of cringing at myself.
That's always nice when you can look at yourself and go, hey, I don't look terrible.
That's a big win. Like, oh, I can watch myself and it does look like I'm having a good time and that's nice. So that was a big win. Learning, we were kind of switching my mental just how I approach things and really going for it. And I think that helped a lot with the turns. We got cleaner doubles this week, which was really nice to see and improve my confidence too. And just learning and seeing how turnout is always the answer, which we always knew, but just really focusing on using turnout in every move and how that just takes the entire variation to the next level.
That's awesome. And I agree with you. Like, you learning to put your turnout to use is one of the best things ever, for especially as your teacher, because then I don't, like when I say it, it's like, oh yeah, like I can see your brain go off and you get really excited. Okay, so what are some things that you're looking forward to improving, or like what's on your list going forward with this variation?
I love that we're ahead of schedule and now we can take time to really focus on individual parts. We worked a lot on the combre and port de bras sections, and I can't wait to work more on that because
seeing the video of you do it, like the one that was in the full performance versus the one where we sectioned it out, where you had more combre and port de bras, did that help you understand when I say more?
absolutely.
More is enough.
Absolutely. Such a difference.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I think that might be a big goal for me next week. Kind of where we get to by the end of working a section specifically. Can I get to that end, that final product where it's really honed in throughout the whole thing, like piecing together all the honed in sections that we work on.
Yeah. And by the way, just so that you are not confused about what you did, because I remember this perfectly, plus I have a timestamp. We worked on that section after you had done the full performance run. So I think it will be that good. We just haven't gotten to do the full performance run with that mental adjustment. But yeah, you're doing great. When I say you're ahead of schedule, you are fine. Okay, so next week or this week, we did some point work, but we didn't do that much. We did very little point work because I really wanted to do some sections. But the days that we did do point work, really cool. We had some really lighter than air type things. So I want to say awesome, keep going. Some things I want to push you to do is we're going to work your feet. Work your feet, work your turnout, work your feet. Also, I want to push your port de bras even more because you have gorgeous arms, and like when you are feeling confident and your arms are in line. I mean, we've been working on your arms for a little bit now, and they are really starting to express themselves through turnout, and it is gorgeous. So I want to push your port de bras even further, and I want every time you go down to think about the heel and turnout. And then every time you're up, to make sure that you're utilizing turnout. So like even in something like Shanae turns, staying turned out, like using turnout to actually move and stuff like that. But do you have any questions?
This was something else we talked about this week, turning off feelings. And I wanted to ask you if you have any tips for that, because as an FJ, I'm very in my feelings all the time. And yeah, I wanted some tips.
So Marlena, when she says she's an FJ, she's talking about her neurological type or her Myers-Briggs type indicator, which is ESFJ, which is what I'm kind of guessing with her just from working with her. And I am an INFJ. So we both are S, and F people tend to make decisions based on their feelings, which isn't always a bad thing, but it can get in the way of doing something that you really want to do. And I would say, honestly, you're doing a really good job so far. It's just that I'm going to have to remind you, like or like you'll have to remind yourself. There were definitely, I would say, like today, yesterday, and maybe even Wednesday, there were times where I was like, yeah, turn off your feelings, stop judging yourself. Like literally turn off your feelings, stop judging yourself. Be Kobe Bryant, be Serena Williams, be Michael Jordan. They do not care about their feelings. They care about getting the result. So like it's less about taking it personally. Don't take your progress or lack of progress personally. Just go, okay, is this moving toward the direction I want? And if not, how do I change it? That's it. You just kind of see yourself as a machine rather than, a soap opera, where it's just like, oh, my feelings are hurt. I couldn't get the releve rond de jambe that I wanted, because it's not about that. As you can see, the more I pushed you to stop judging yourself, the better your results. Like When you stop judging yourself and you just went, okay, this was better than the time before. I'm getting stronger. I'm moving towards the progress. You'll be fine.
Okay.
All of what we're doing is based on science. And if you just trust the science and believe in it and keep pushing it, you're going to get the results that you want.
Okay.
But honey, you're doing fabulous. Do you have anything else for me?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. We hope that you continue to watch her progress. Feel free to subscribe and follow us and, send us messages if you like. Anyways, we'll see you next week. Bye.